Hey everyone, this is Mike. Reaper and Sage are going to be our two new jobs going into Endwalker, and over the last few weeks some people have asked me what my first impressions are on them, which one am I going to level first, am I switching mains, etc, etc. So I thought, why not make a video about it. Now of course at this point we don't really have a lot of information about these jobs just yet. We only have the teaser trailer, as I would like to call it, so I probably wouldn't be able to say which of the two I want to level first until we get more information during a live letter or the media tour, whenever those might be. And also, if I'm going to be staying with my current static, which I'm almost certain that I will, then I will most likely stay on tank as well and be leveling Gunbreaker or Warrior first, so that they are both ready for raid, and then I can just chill with leveling whatever else I want at that point. I must say though that from what little we have seen of these two, I am pretty excited about both. As you might know, lately I've been playing a lot more healer, Scholar to be precise, and Sage is going to be our new barrier healer alongside Scholar, with Astrologian being changed slightly to become the second pure healer alongside White Mage. So Sage being another barrier healer, which is my favorite of the two healer roles if we're looking at how it currently works, and I'm very excited for that. Not just the introduction of Sage, but also how the whole healer role change is going to end up playing out, because I do know some people are a bit skeptical about it, but the only thing that we can really do at this point is just wait and see how they decide to implement it. But I am very interested in what it will actually change to the healer dynamic. As for its aesthetic, I'm not a huge fan of what their gear looks like, the artifact gear that is, but that's why we have Glamourite. I'm a very big fan of the weapons though. I've seen the memes about the Gundam healer. I used to be a huge Gundam fan back in the day, so all the better for me, but even so, I just think that they are a really cool weapon, and it definitely wasn't something that I would have ever expected. I'm also looking forward to seeing what they can come up with in terms of weapon designs for the job. Hopefully it's not all too similar to each other, and I hope that they can come up with some cool designs. Moving over to Reaper, this job definitely looks the coolest of the two. When they showed us the animations, they were just sublime, and I really hope that the rest of their animations look similar to what we've already seen with the green bluish color mixed together with the black. It just looks really good. I've also always been a very big fan of Scythe, which you might know already if you've seen some of my closers videos, so this is right up my alley. I do quite like the artifact gear for this one, but I'm almost certain that I'm going to be changing that out immediately for another maiming chest piece from Stormblood, which has been one of my favorite chest pieces in the game for quite some time now, which is this one. I'll just throw it up on screen real quick. I believe it comes from the Swallow's Compass dungeon, if I'm not mistaken, in case some of you want to go and grab it as well. But yeah, overall the job just looks cool. It also gives me some hope for Summoner actually, and I guess Scholar in that sense as well, because Reaper has the Ghost Ride. Now, we already know that it isn't exactly going to function as a pet like it does for the two I just mentioned, but what if they could make pets work more like that, where they are just there for aesthetic purposes and their skills are based from you, the player? Because as it is right now, pets in 14 are just really bad with the ghosting of skills, which means that they just don't cast their skill, even though it still goes on cooldown, and then also the skill delay that often might occur as well, which can be very annoying to play around. So with Reaper's quote-unquote pet looking like it might function more like an off-global cooldown, maybe they could do something similar for Summoner and Scholar as well, so that they can feel better as well. One can dream, am I right? Outside of that, I actually got some Dragoon/Machinist vibes from their alternative form, where they turn all demon-like, because looking at the skills, it looks like they're basically doing an upgraded version of the combo that they already performed earlier. So it kind of reminds me of Live with the Dragon, because you turn all red. But then it's also kind of like how Machinist had their upgraded 1-2-3 combo when they were above 50 heat gauge from back in Stormblood. But I'm not going to speculate too much about it. I'm going to wait till we get more information during a live letter or the media tour before I look into it a lot more. Overall, I'm probably more excited about Reaper, as the class just looks really cool, but I think I'm more interested in trying out Sage, also looking at the healer changes that are going to be coming in Endwalker. So it really comes down to how I feel about them in the moment when Endwalker is actually here, when I decide on which one that I actually want to level first. It's just really hard to choose at the moment, because both are very appealing to me for different reasons. So I guess that's kind of my first impression on the two new jobs. Once we get more information, I'll most likely do another video on them, as I said, I'm excited for both, and I'm curious to see how the rest of their kit will play out, because we don't really know any specifics or job gauges that they are going to be playing around just yet. So maybe once we know that, I might have a better idea about which of the two that I would actually like to play first. So Let me know down below which one of the two that you are most excited for and why that is. Is it purely aesthetic? Is it because they are another job from your main role? Quite curious to see what you guys have to say about all of that. But with that, I want to thank you for watching. I want to thank my Patreons for their support, and I'll see you in the next one.